Hello and welcome to another episode of Allen Codes. We're working on WW2 Armored Warfare, Chapter 3. I apologize for the air conditioning in the background. It can't be helped. It'll fade away soon enough, and then we'll be left with hopefully something nicer in the backdrop. Alright, we were working on what happens when they go into the sand. They managed to screw up both ways around it, so let's keep going. We'll get through this. Alright, it's totally on the driver. If driver driving greater than 2, which means they must have taken 2 advances with their driver. Perhaps, perhaps not. So that's good enough. It's simple. It's simple. They yes, they get out. Current driver keeps the engine, keeps it in gear. And tank nickname sprawls. Digs, flounders. No, not flounders would be if it stopped. Gives a lurch as it motors onward. Okay. Already had a fake deck against the. Okay. Well, this is another one. Geez, I may be making this a low order event. Okay, let's remember where we are. The technique name shudders as the treads begin to dig themselves in deep. Beginning of a bog down without a tow truck in sight. Keeps it in gear and treads steadily churn at the sand until at last grabs a bit of gravel and roars up onto the firmer ground. Now, what are we going to take away from that? Tank reliability is going to be reduced. But you managed to get there. That's good. That's good. Now, am I going to penalize them with time? No, I'm not. All right, they're simply going to pay an additional penalty. They've got a really good driver. They were just in a bad situation, and that's fine. All right, it is going to be 5 points though. No sense screwing around. They wanted this. They're Alright, and if not that, then we're going to go to Bog 2, which is going to fucking suck for people. The tank's treads. There we go. Treads. Churn at the sand, and the hull goes nowhere. Hull goes nowhere. Before you bury it deep, you order current driver to stop. Okie dokie. And for this, you take the penalty, and you move on to the even worse section. Congratulations. You give the to halt before the treads dig in anymore. Dig deeper. All right. After a brief, frank range with Sergeant Baum, his men clamber down and to dig out the front and lay down the steel mats you carry for just this sort of emergency. Alright, now they're going to lose a little time on that. Losing a little time on that. Time. Alright. -1, -2. Alright, which means this is also going to be no sense digging making it worse. Not the front. Alright, yeah, I don't know. Basically, I'm just penalizing them in unusual ways. Now, this is a similar exchange to... There we go. It's also a driving test, but a little easier. Shifts gears and the back to more stable ground. To more stable ground. Well, they're going to still lose some time. Not as much, mind you. But churn of the sand. shift gears. Treads churn back. Churn backward. Churn sand as they try to back onto firmer land. This takes a bit longer. After a little bit of forever, the treads catch gravel. And the hull and clanks the hull onto solid ground. Okay. Tank reliability reduced. -5, that's fine. And -2. Congratulations, you really suck. Alright, you put that in there, huh? Okay. Alright. Two, no, it's all going to go back to here. Do I want... Tell you what I want. Alright, we're going to do a quick search for variable t. Yeah, I totally used that. TU. How about variable u? Do I use that? Nope. It's open. It's available. Da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. Okay. Some of these alright, so variable when it equals 2, they've just left it, but they haven't suffered. I'm going to switch those up. Variable u equals 1 means that they were bogged, but they got out. When it's equal to 2, they've had to stop. Good enough, good enough. Alright. So now we get to set, take the shot 0. Variable u equals 0. a round cracks, a familiar round cracks out across the flatlands. It goes long and scours the earth. It goes long and scours the earth. Scours the earth. It scours the earth as it out into the desert. The Italian assault gun has emerged from the hills. Oh, has emerged from the hills. Okay. Oh, there, the air conditioning's gone. Silent again. Great. I could have waited only 15 minutes this time. All right, but it's necessary. It's too hot out to sleep well. As you leave these sandy confines behind, familiar rounds. Okay, and if two at the lip of as treads leave the sand, familiar round. Okay. It goes long, it skies. Follows a grave into the desert. Follows a scar, not a grave, a scar into the desert. Choice. Run for it. We're almost in the clear. Clear. Bring the turret around. Take a parting shot. Move to engage it. Charge straight. That's going to take us to the duel. Move to engage it is going to be swap shots, then duel. This will be a take a shot. Basically, it's swap shots. Then escape, which means I'm going to use ghost subs. Use ghost subs for the shots here. Run for it is just flee, get away. Bonus to same. Maybe they miss. The sub. Their shot. to the duel. They get a shot while you approach, but a penalty for rushing or your motion. I previously used an in-motion variable to when your tank was in motion as opposed to when it was not. You know, that might be useful here. I'll think about it. Otherwise, I'm just using variables. The trouble with using variables like this is they're harder to track. And sometimes you lose sight of what you've done and what you put down and what matters and how you put a scene together, especially in retrospect sometime later. But that's going to have to be enough for tonight. It's past midnight and I have work tomorrow. And so this has been Alan Codes. I hope you've enjoyed this. I was awake enough for most of it. It's all good. But take care out there and stay safe. Okay? Thanks.